Stop everything you're doing because what you're about to hear will change how you see women's basketball forever. Imagine an athlete who not only rewrote the NCAA record books, but also walked into the WNBA and immediately became the face of a new era. We're talking about someone whose name echoes in every arena, whose highlights break the internet within seconds, and whose story is the ultimate definition of grind meeting greatness. This isn't just a player, it's a phenomenon. A superstar who turned sold-out arenas into her stage, who made kids across the country want to lace up their sneakers and start shooting from the logo. You know who I'm talking about. Yes, Caitlin Clark. Today we're diving deep into her journey, her rise, her game, and the future she's building, not just for herself, but for the entire WNBA. If you thought basketball was already exciting, just wait. By the end of this, you'll understand why Caitlin Clark is more than an athlete. She's a movement. Let's rewind for a moment. Caitlin Clark didn't just appear overnight. No, this is someone who's been working, grinding, and proving herself long before the bright lights of the WNBA draft. When she stepped into the professional league, she carried more than just a ball in her hands. She carried the weight of expectations, the energy of fans who had followed her every move in college, and the hope of an entire league looking for its next global superstar. And here's the thing, she delivered. Right away, Caitlin wasn't just another rookie. She was the rookie to watch. Every game became an event. Every shot became a statement. Whether you're a die-hard basketball fan or someone who just casually tunes into highlights, chances are you've seen her pull-up threes, her no-look assists, and her confidence that screams, "This is my time." So who exactly is Caitlin Clark? Where did this journey begin? And how did she become one of the most electrifying players the WNBA has ever seen? Caitlin Clark's story starts in West Des Moines, Iowa. Growing up, she wasn't just playing basketball. She was dominating it at every level. From the moment she picked up a ball, it was clear she had something special. Her high school years at Dowling Catholic were filled with jaw-dropping performances, but it was at the University of Iowa where the legend really took shape. At Iowa, she didn't just play, she transformed the entire program. Night after night, she was dropping 30, 40, sometimes even 50 points, and doing it with a flair that demanded attention. She wasn't just scoring, she was creating moments. Her court vision, her ability to thread passes through impossible gaps, her deep shooting range, it all combined into a style of play that was both beautiful and ruthless. By the time she finished her college career, she wasn't just a local hero, she was a national sensation. And when the 2024 WNBA draft rolled around, there was zero doubt. With the #1 pick, the Indiana Fever locked in the player everyone already knew was destined for greatness. Now let's talk about the numbers, the receipts that prove Caitlin Clark isn't hype, she's history. In college, she shattered the NCAA Division I all-time scoring record. Think about that for a second. The all-time leader. Not just women's, not just her school, but the entire NCAA. That's a level of dominance very few athletes can ever claim. Then came the WNBA, and from her very first season, she made headlines. Rookie of the Year? Locked. WNBA All-Star? Absolutely. Leading the league in assists? Of course. And it's not just about stats. It's about impact. Caitlin Clark became the reason arenas sold out. She became the face on posters, the name trending on social media, the highlight running on every sports show. She's also breaking barriers off the court, bringing a massive wave of attention, sponsorships, and media coverage to women's basketball like never before. This isn't just a list of awards, it's the blueprint of a legacy in progress. And the scariest part? She's just getting started. Now, let's keep it real, because no legendary story is complete without the setbacks, the struggles, the hold-your-breath moments that test everything you've built. Caitlin Clark's journey wasn't all smooth sailing. Think about it. When you're shattering scoring records, dominating the highlight reels, and becoming the face of women's basketball, the spotlight gets blinding. With that spotlight comes critics, pressure, and those who question if you can keep it up. Every game became a stage, every missed shot a headline, and every stumble a hot take. But here's where Caitlin separates herself from the rest. Instead of breaking under that weight, she used it. The games where defenses threw double and triple teams at her, she turned them into learning labs, figuring out how to read pressure, adapt her play, and still deliver numbers that made jaws drop. The injuries and exhaustion from carrying such a heavy load? She bounced back, proving that her mental toughness was just as sharp as her shooting range. This is the part of her story where you realize greatness isn't about being untouchable. It's about being unshakable. Caitlin faced the storms, took the hits, and still walked back onto the court like, is that all you got? That resilience, that's the mark of a legend in the making. Okay, let's talk about the fun part, the way Caitlin Clark plays the game. Because it's not just about the numbers she puts up, it's the way she does it that has completely redefined what we expect from women's basketball. Step-back threes from the logo? That's not supposed to be possible on the regular. But Caitlin makes it look routine. Her range stretches defenses so thin, opponents are scrambling before she even crosses half court. And it's not just shooting. Her court vision is elite. She's not just a scorer, she's a playmaker. The kind of player who can drop 30 and still dish out 10 assists, making her teammates better every possession. She plays with a flair that draws comparisons to Steph Curry, but with her own unique swagger that feels unmistakably Caitlin. Her impact goes beyond the scoreboard, too. She's making women's basketball must-watch TV. Arenas are selling out, TV ratings are spiking, and kids are showing up in Caitlin Clark jerseys. She's creating moments that feel bigger than just basketball. Every time she pulls up from deep, the crowd holds its breath. And that electricity, that anticipation, is something you can't coach, you can't fake. It's pure star power. Now here's where Caitlin's story really takes off the court, because her influence isn't just in the box scores, it's in the culture. Caitlin Clark is more than a player, she's a movement. She's the reason young girls believe they can play ball at the highest level and fill arenas with thousands of fans cheering their names. When kids are out on the blacktop pulling up from 30 feet yelling, "Caitlin Clark," you know you've broken into cultural legend status. Her games have turned into events. We're talking celebrities courtside, broadcasts smashing viewership records, and suddenly, women's basketball isn't an afterthought, it's the conversation. That's Caitlin's doing. She's not just inspiring the next generation of players, she's shifting the way sports fans, media, and brands look at women's basketball altogether. And let's be real, representation matters. Caitlin's rise has spotlighted the entire WNBA and NCAA women's hoops in a way that feels groundbreaking. She's proof that women's basketball has stars who can draw the same hype, energy, and passion as any men's game. Her cultural footprint is already massive, and she's just getting started. She's not just rewriting the record books, she's rewriting the narrative. Right now, Caitlin Clark isn't just playing basketball, she's redefining what it means to be a rookie in the WNBA. You'd think the adjustment from college ball to the pro league would be a steep climb, but Clark, she's treating it like just another challenge. And just like she always has, she's rising above. Night after night, she's out there dropping dimes, pulling up from deep, and showing the world that her college magic wasn't a one-time thing. But what makes her even more electric is how she carries herself under the bright lights. Pressure, she thrives in it. Cameras, they're just part of the game now. Teammates, she's elevating them, making everyone around her sharper, faster, and more dangerous. She's not just a scorer, she's a floor general, running the show with confidence well beyond her years. And here's the kicker, she's doing all this while still adjusting, still learning, still growing. The scary part? This isn't even Caitlin Clark at her peak. This is just the beginning. The rookie is already playing like a seasoned pro, and if this is the early chapter of her WNBA story, imagine the dominance still to come. The league has been warned. Caitlin Clark has arrived. Caitlin Clark's arrival didn't just add another talented player to the WNBA. It flipped the script for the entire league. Let's be real. When she plays, arenas sell out. Ratings spike. Social media explodes. And we're not just talking about basketball fans. Casual viewers, new audiences, people who never watched a WNBA game before, they're tuning in now just to see Clark in action. That's the kind of cultural pull only a handful of athletes ever achieve. Her deep threes, her flashy assists, her competitive fire, they're not just highlights, they're moments. Moments that go viral, moments that spark conversations, moments that make people stop scrolling and pay attention. And here's the deeper impact. She's inspiring the next generation. Kids are outside practicing logo threes because they saw Caitlin hit one. Young athletes are seeing her fearlessness and realizing they can chase their dreams with that same fire. The WNBA isn't just witnessing a rookie season, it's experiencing a shift. More eyes, more fans, more energy. Caitlin Clark is proof that one player can change the trajectory of an entire league. She's not just playing in the WNBA. She's helping grow it, elevate it, and bring it to heights it's never seen before. Every once in a while, sports gives us a player who doesn't just play the game, they change it. Caitlin Clark is on that path. Think about it. From her record-breaking college career to her explosive rookie year, she's already achieved milestones most players only dream of. But her legacy won't just be about numbers and trophies. It's about impact. It's about how she made people feel when she stepped on the court, the anticipation when she pulled up from deep, the jaw-dropping passes that left defenders frozen, the energy she brought every single night. And beyond the hardwood, her story is one of resilience, leadership, and inspiration. 10 years from now, when we look back, Caitlin Clark won't just be remembered as a WNBA star. She'll be remembered as the player who sparked a movement, who brought millions closer to the women's game, who proved that greatness has no ceiling. And as we close out this journey through her rise, one thing is clear. This is only the beginning. The legend of Caitlin Clark is still being written, and if the first chapters are any indication, the ending will be nothing short of historic. Remember the name because it's not going anywhere.